just did it from my phone, man, so I could just hop on real quick.
Cool. How you been, bro?
And I'm all good, my boy, man.
Yeah.
Staying out these people way,
I
man.
hear that, man. You staying out their way, but in their way, if that makes sense.
Hell yeah,
So
I'm trying.
for those who just tuning in, this is ICON Chicago Star Statement and Legends, the visual podcast brought to you by HausHill Entertainment. And yo, bro, this podcast is about the legends and the humanitarians and the geniuses and the creatives that have paved the way for so many people and paved the way for the community and still are paving the way, bro. So I definitely wanted to reach out to you to get an interview, to sit down and chat with you. It's been some years, but I've been watching. Obviously, you doing great things at Magic. So, excuse me, tell me a little bit about, or tell the people about who may not know, like how you got started with footworking.
I kind of ran into footwork on accident. My sister was like babysitting me or whatever, and she, we went to Marco Roller Wink, and then I fell in love with it on site looking for her.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be like my guardian, but she was into the boys and all that, so she had the money.
Right.
She pretty much had the money to get like food and drinks and shit. So I was looking for her to find her, and then I wandered off my way into the juke area, right, and was just like, wow. And then I just didn't really care after that if she got lost or not.
Right, you was like, I'm gonna dance. I found my tribe.
Yeah, I liked it. I felt the energy at a young age. I was probably about 9 or 10.
Dope, that's young, bro. That's young. And you from South Suburbs, right?
My mom bought a house in the South Suburbs. I grew up around 95th and then.
Okay, got you. So same. I'm was originally grew up 65th and Stony Island, then moved out to Country Club Hills, which is where I got my start out in the Suburbs with dancing and all that. So when you were at this at the rink and stuff, who specifically do you remember seeing that you was like, yo, they're magical? Like, do you remember any of those people from back then?
Yeah, I know the first two dancers that probably ever caught my eye was Troy from Triple Phase and Boo from Penny.
Yo, great people. Our people, who is another Boo?
Yeah, I know record player Boo.
Okay, got you. But wait, I'm trying to think of who passed away, and you gotta refresh me, brother. It was a DJ that passed away.
My friend DJ Rashad.
Okay, Rashad, rest in heaven. Yeah, it's a few of our brothers up there. Rest in heaven. I didn't want to get it mixed up because it has been a while since I've been there. But Troy, I definitely know for sure. He actually, it's funny you mentioned him. He was one of my first groups that I joined, Triple Phase, out in the South Suburbs. Him and Solo and Van, you know what I'm saying? They was like my that's where I started pretty much. Yeah, man. So you saw these people, these iconic footworkers that you thought were magical at the time at the rink. And so after that, did you just go back every week or every time they was having an event and just get in a circle?
Me and my sister skated a lot. So that was like the main reason why we went. My pops used to skate, him and his homies, but my sister lived in Detroit, so she used to come up here for summers.
Yeah.
So she up in the summer, it was like a frequent thing every week. My mom took us or whatever, and then we could go either Friday to the rink or we could have went Saturday. Once my mom, she didn't really feel like bringing my sister 2 days in a row, but once I got in tune with it and I started asking, and she was just taking us Friday and Saturday for a while.
That's love. And so I've always known you to be a footworker, and you would consider yourself just mainly footwork. You never really wanted to be a dancer or choreograph any things like that for groups and stuff, right?
I was in one dance group. I would say I tried out for, and then once I pretty much got in as a young age, it was more of a goal, and then I didn't really want to do it anymore.
Got you. Yeah.
Me and my friends was pretty much second to none. That was a known group around 95th at the time before Third Dimension, blew up.
Right.
Melinda Ray and all of them, they practiced on the block at the church at the school I went to on 95th and Harvard.
Wow.
So when they did that, it was more oh, okay, this is something to do. All the girls want to try out. So I was like, me and my brother, we was like, we done.
Right.
But, the everybody who, I was the only one that didn't make it.
2 second to none.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was the first time, it was like 7 people tried out. You know what I'm saying? I remember it like Tony Green and Rico and Nicole, all of them was in there, and Cornbread and all of them at the time.
Yeah.
And I tried out and I didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that gave me a little, adversity to come back. Back they like I wasn't too good at footworking, but everybody else was like, popping and everything like that, and that really wasn't my thing. So I was like kind of sticking to myself. So I didn't make it.
Right. And that's interesting. That's interesting because like you now is, thinking of hearing that, I never knew that. First of all, I know Melinda very well. She's a great person, and we've been knowing each other for years, same as you. But I never knew you auditioned for Second to None. Like that was,
Yeah. This was 1996.
Wow. You talk about throwback, my nigga.
I tried out 1996, didn't make it, came back again, just to see if I could make it.
Right.
My friends to this day, like my brother, like, you know what I'm saying, my best friend, my brother, he made it and he don't even really care too much about dance. Right. I was like really practicing footwork and really wanted to do it, and he didn't care, but like he made it, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was just like, he was like, damn, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He made it, I didn't. So I was like, damn, you don't even care.
Right, you just gonna lead me to the, let me go ahead and do my footwork thing.
A little bit more, then I went and like strictly footwork some, and then I remember like battling like Cornbread and Rico and all of them, everything like that. Yeah. And then once they was like, yeah, come back to practice, I just never came. Yeah. I was just like, all right.
When did you realize, or how long did it take for you to realize, yo, I'm that nigga, like in footwork? Like what year was that? Can you recall?
Maybe 2004.
04? And it seemed like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Cause you was even, I know it was some events at the Markham and shit, like where you was footwork, and it was a lot of shit that Dads was doing up there too, Clown House and all of them. Like, babe, you were battling everywhere. I remember seeing you when we were dancing. You were battling.
I probably realized that I got kind of good when I started getting love outside the same circle. You like battle at the same places. Everybody know you, so you don't really know if you really good or not. People just actually probably, just fuck with you and showing you love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I was always going to the city, and then the city was into it really with the burbs. So it was like I kind of torn in a war between the South Suburbs when I like transitioned to go to Thornwood as a freshman. They was all, yeah, you footwork out here. You South Suburbs, man. So I was like, Terra Squad was pretty much caught in between.
Gotcha. You
know what I'm saying? We was a group or not, but we started in the South Suburbs.
So good point you just made. This South Suburbs, the suburbs versus the city, from a dancer and choreographer perspective, I remember growing up, and I remember some of that tension, but I didn't really know if it was a thing. So what would you say attributed to that? Like, why was it that? Because we were out in the South Suburbs, they were in the city. It took us longer to get to the city to battle. Like, what is that about?
It's just for me coming from both sides. Like, I got older, being in the South Suburbs and messing with them and hearing it, they just didn't feel that the city respected them as much as they should have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they too much didn't rock with the city. It was like the city already at the time was just pretty much like, oh, we better than y'all. You know what I'm saying? So even when it came to the point where we would be in parties and it would be South Suburb versus Chicago, Terra Squad was getting pulled by the arm.
Right.
Like, y'all with the city.
Right.
We like, man, we tried to play both sides a little bit, be neutral. You know what I'm saying? But it just Well, we did make our name in the suburbs first. So
I was gonna say,
I always,
yeah, I remember.
we made our first, and then we transitioned to the city because that was one of the main goals, to be probably as most irritating as possible.
Yeah, to just be in people's face, to just be there, present.
They pretty much gave us our respect and got tired of us. That was like the motto.
Yeah.
Like we know we couldn't beat all the good groups. The good groups was already established and winning, and we was the underdog. So our main thing was to irritate them, to ask who we was in our name.
Right. Which makes sense. And and I'm sorry, and Dan, yeah, go ahead.
Pretty much our motto was be disrespectful but respectful.
Kind of be cocky.
So no, not necessarily even be cocky, because we already knew we wasn't better than them.
Right.
So we were still humble, like worse, like we was not better than them at all.
Right.
We knew how to do stuff, but as we got better and really started getting with different people, we didn't even know it was names of that shit.
That's great.
So the shit we was like mimicking our viewing, we didn't know what Ghost was and Irks and Skate. Like we didn't know, like they used to call this shit out to us because I think they knew that we didn't know that.
Oh, so they was testing y'all kind of.
Yeah, but like, where y'all combos at? Where y'all Irks? Where y'all drip? We like, what?
Right.
But we was doing the shit.
You know what I do respect is that you have made a name. The name Terra Squad has made a name over the years. And just hearing you say that, like, I felt like we were doing it, us dancers, you know, and I think you will agree, like, in Chicago, you either danced or you footworked. And you were hardcore either, you know what I'm saying? It's very few dancers who could footwork, and there's very few footworkers who could dance, you know? And so that's another portion of that. Talk to me a little bit about the originating members of Terra Squads, and how did Terra Squad come about? Like, were you the founder of Terra Squad ultimately, originally?
Me, Steve-O, and Tristan, we all went to Thornwood together. And then we went to Thornwood together. We met each other. And we met each other. It was like, me and Steve-O was cool. I met Steve-O first. He was more of a loner, a quiet guy.
Right.
But I met Britton, you know what I'm saying, AKA Freak. He was more of talking to us more, and then Steve was his cousin. So Steve kind of like came around a little bit more with him. And then, but Steve-O was more the lady type, like had all the chicks or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the time when me transitioning from the city, I was more in tune with what's happening and what's going on as far as like with like the more the street side. So I was like more well with they was having the gang war at Thornwood at the time, bad.
Yeah.
With Markham and City, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like I was like, okay, cool. South Holland at the time my mom's number lived is more than neutral ground.
Right.
So it's like
it was chill, like it's not too heavy. Well, it was then, yeah.
It was chill until maybe to about my junior year. You know what I'm saying? And then it took off, like got a little wild.
Yeah.
But I met them. You know, Tristan was probably the most cockiest person I ever probably met at that age. Tristan 2 years younger than, so we 16.
Right.
He's like 14. He was just already like,
the beast.
I'm cold.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
He was like, what's to shorty? But he already was like, yeah, I'm raw, blah, blah, blah. I remember him again because when I started at Markham, I was telling you about, he was in third grade.
Then big footworking then.
Wow. And he had way affected me because he was from Markham.
Right.
All the Markham, all of them knew him. He was like 8 hopping circles just in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So I remember seeing him because I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, shorty's nice.
Right.
And I was like, how old are you? And he was like, man, I'm like 8. So I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to footwork that bad. I remember asking him for his number and everything. Like,
and you didn't know, you didn't have no skills at that time, really.
I was like trying to learn, you know what I'm saying? But he too much, so he was doing the basics of footwork and everything, and it was just like so put together. Like, what he was doing, I was like, wow, like, and he was young. And then now I think about it, I feel kind of weird, but I was like 5th grade, called him like, hey, like trying
to. That's what. Yo, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you just said something crucial. You reached out to a 3rd grader, and you was in 5th, 6th grade, and you trying to, collab and figure out and network. That's in the genes, and that's in the blood, and that's what I respect. That's one thing I respect. I mean, I don't know if you remember back in 2000 and maybe 7 or 8, I put together an event called Masters of the Element, and I invited you to come out to Luke Conti Dance Studios. Yo. And so even then, I'm just saying that to say you've always been one to just be like, yo, if it's a business opportunity, if it's an opportunity to showcase or learn something, you've always been there. And that you just prove that from a young age, bro. Like, that's what it's about, And I wish more of our community did that. Talk to us, talk to me. We have some viewers here, and obviously we're going to be having listeners once this thing drops. But talk to me a little bit about the Terra Squad reunion. Like, how was that this year? Because I did see the dope pictures and shit going on online. Like, what was that? How did that go?
That process was hard because, at one moment when I went away and was in, I got in a car accident, I wound up having to do some time.
I remember that. So
after I had to do some time, it was hard. It was like Terra Squad was on the back end. Like, didn't nobody want to step up and take over. They thought it was too much a burden, and the people who were supposed to step up and do it, they was just trying to do their own thing and run from it.
It wasn't genuine, right?
At the point, I took a lot of energy because, when I was calling home to figure out what was happening, you know what I'm saying, having people check my pages and emails, we was still getting opportunities while I was gone. And wasn't nobody trying at the time I say nobody, but certain people should have been trying to step up and
keep the legacy alive. Yeah.
Exactly when you was getting trained to do that. You was getting already prepped
and groomed. Yeah.
I was already doing that already because I knew I was kind of gonna be on my way out because I really was at the time where I wanted to focus like on me and my kids, mom, my daughters. So I really wanted to like take the exit out of the family, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had issues with my pops, but I did not want to neglect my kid for dancing.
Right.
Because I put a lot of energy into it and was going overseas. And,
I remember.
It was a choice. Like, okay, she let me shine. She let me, do a lot, and was like just supporting me, like go ahead and do it. And I kind of like for long times, for months, it was gone. Like my baby was here and I was gone overseas, like chasing the thrill, chasing the check.
Right.
But I was kind of a bigger picture for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, okay, let me set somebody else up right now because somebody else need to take over, and I'll maybe the manager bar. You know what I'm saying? So I groomed that, went away for 4 years. It just wasn't Terra Squad. I was dying. Like all of them couldn't. A lot of people can't deal with passion and life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't explain to them what I love to do, but I'm going to go to work today.
Right.
And when I'm going to go practice. There's no age limit on passion.
Right. No, that's not. No.
People have more negativity instead of coming from the internet or outside circles from their homes. So, and that comes from you not doing anything to your family.
Right. Thanks for sharing that too. So, just to put that into context, the death of Terra Squad, you feel happened, or the pre-death, or whatever. The death of Terra Squad kind of happened when you went away for 4 years, and to me, it didn't seem like 4 years. It seemed less than that. But as we say, I'll say time flies, man. But you really did keep your head up, as Tupac would say. Like you kept your head up, and when you got out, I remember thinking to myself, yo, bro, he ain't stopped. He's still on his grind. He is caring more about family. You know what I'm saying? You just seemed like a different and changed person. So to be here and talking to you today, full 360, and all of the growth, bro, it's dope. You know, the Terra Squad reunion did it almost not happen?
Yeah. I came back 2 years ago, and it was to the point where it was hard. I had to work on that, and a lot of house stuff happening over the last year. So I do it the way in Evo was like, man, this shit happened.
Yeah.
This iconic. We've been doing stuff since I've been back for the last years. I reached out, got back, I had a meeting, I left, I get the opportunity.
Yeah.
And told them, look, this I'm cool. I'm a little more focused. I was lost back then. I wasn't a 100%. I was focused, so I'm gonna give you an opportunity to be a part and let me jump with the new me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I hear. Is it good? The connection good now? Yeah, I feel like I can hear you now.
Yeah, I think I
Oh wait, it's going back again. Hold on. Yeah, can you hear me?
yeah, I could.
Okay, yeah, you good too. Terra Squad reunion. How many years was this? The Terra Squad?
20.
20 year anniversary. Yep. I've been in LA now for 15 years. Well, 16 years. And so time is flying, man.
Supposed to be out there.
You coming out this way?
Planned up. I was supposed to have 2 days ago, like 50, because I like kind of late.
Yeah.
So pay 250.
I hear that. Wait, which is cheap though. But yo, let me know next time you come and we could definitely get some work in, shoot some shit. You know how that goes.
Yeah. So I'll be coming out there and be like, you know, working with them on the day.
Yeah. King Charles?
Yeah, he in Arizona.
Got it. Now, is he a part of Terra Squad or no? He's a different
He's created global now. We came up together.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, South Suburb.
Yeah, we came up together. He was a part of like the Super Uptown. He was before he brought out trying to.
Yeah. Before we get up out of here, we got to have a few trivia questions for you. And thanks again for tuning in and tapping in and joining. Like, this ain't the last episode I'm going to have you on, bro. Hopefully you're open for other episodes as well. As we move on through this icon thing, we want to have some fun and really let the world know about our community, what we do, you know, what we go through, the footwork. And Missy Elliott is pretty much, I don't want to say the only artist, but she kind of is like one of the artists who kind of took footwork as her own. But we talking to one of the real OGs who was from the creation of footwork. And I do wish that more artists kind of tapped in and gave our dancers more platforms when it comes to footworking, you know? I applaud what was recently done at the DONDA Kanye's event. Like, I thought that was dope for our community to have all those dancers to be able to, you know, be booked and to be working. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I liked it there too. I like that too. I like that Chicago dance couldn't do their thing in a mass.
I have to agree with you on that.
I really felt like they deserved the people found they put cut weed that day, blind with red, blue, whatever. Like, oh, that's my sister.
Right.
They should have been seen out in big. People had to take it backstage. Just get that recognition, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, they be moving weird anyway. But that was iconic. The scene where it came, all we could do is Missy Elliott and Chance to rap a little bit. You know, Chance be a little involved. It's it's one more problem that actually put some food. Chris Brown was liking it too, but to him,
It didn't take, right.
like y'all do it, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
He mixed it with the genuine sliding around type shit. That's not.
Yeah, Madonna, you know, Madonna heavy.
That I
like,
didn't know.
Earned it though. Like when I actually got a chance to like went overseas and seen her, you know, Charles and Jovon showed her a couple little irks, like you know, trying to hit a quick little, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she was fucking with it. But she brought her number two supposed to do that.
Gotcha. Now see that I didn't know. I definitely didn't think Madonna.
I don't know, Madonna. She was kicking. No, Madonna brothers too.
I was gonna say she's definitely for the black
Madonna
people as well.
Madonna liked the brothers, bro. So you know, Madonna was like, flirt.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
She all have young people around and shit like
And
that.
she seemed mad cool too.
Yeah, she cool. I mean, I only met her once, but I talked to her for about 7 to 10 minutes. Like, I was mesmerized, just how down to earth she was.
Right.
Yeah, but like, cool when I met
her. Few trivia questions before we get up out of here. Favorite female dancer? Chicago favorite female dancer? And I know it's tough. You know, it's tough. I know. I get it.
favorite?
Yep. And my background gonna get loud for a quick second, but think about that. I'm gonna edit this part out in the interview. But why you thinking about that? Yeah, you gotta just give me one favorite, or you could give me one or two favorites.
Is that like work like they whole?
I would say one that you go to a performance, you're like, damn, I can't wait to see her. I know she's gonna fuck the floor up, and you looking forward to seeing her fuck the floor up every time because you know she's consistent. That favorite female. Now I'm gonna ask you your favorite female footworker as well. So we just specifically dancing. I think I have a feeling, but I'm gonna let you say it because I'm gonna let you say it.
I would say if I could think, I would say from what I've seen though, I would say she paid the way for a lot of shit, and I they probably did when she was in. Another one, as in I watched actually grow and get better, and then I do a lot of things now. And she, I would say Corvette, sure.
Interesting. Yeah, but well, not interesting in a bad way. Very interesting because I
picked up better over.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a.
I would look. I watch you perform. I look at the whole floor, but you know, with a lot of small people, you can't see what tall guys.
Right.
But always notice people of that's who pop. And how the dance world goes, you make it, so you're not trying to admit. I watched her come from the back to
right.
the front.
No, I
you know what I'm saying? That's how that goes.
That's
go back. After a while, you start getting in the front.
Yeah. That takes me back because you know that's what it was about. Like you worked your way, you paved your way, paid your dues, and if the dues was right, you would be in the front, you know. But I have to agree with you. Icon Tish, she's another icon. Corvette, I've definitely, you know, I didn't really know Corvette before I left in 2005, but we are a community on Facebook and stuff, and so I've seen her growth, and just even seeing her, the way she like her whole growth. We just, you know what I'm saying? She looks amazing. Her fucking dancing is getting amazing. She's with a group that she dances with. You know them? Then the name of that group? It's a group that she be performing with. They be fucking it up. A-list, I think. The A-list.
Well, yeah. Well, Monica and all.
Yeah. They do their thing. So I will say that.
I think they do that. But shout out to Monica, drop a new video. Okay. What I see post, but
yeah.
Shout out to Monica.
Yeah, shout out to Monica. We follow each other as well on you know, I'm trying to get everybody on this motherfucker. Like, this is our city, this is what we need to be doing. I've been working to bridge the gap for years, whether it's been through different events or productions or award ceremonies, whatever it's been, bro. Like, I've been always trying to put my city on and the people that, you know what I'm saying, that's just there. So not even lastly, we did favorite female dancer, favorite female footworker, and I know this one might even be tougher because this is your lane. Solely footwork.
Only footwork?
Cause I mean, if you said Tish, that's she fucks it up too. So that's overall. That's like a double threat, triple threat. But if you just saying footwork only,
I had to put Angelique. I was trying to keep.
Yeah, I sister Angelique. Yeah, we're working on getting her on ICON.
So she was doing that.
Yeah.
Footworker. And not the fact like work together and we train, but she's probably the I ever seen at one time deal with like problems that going on up. But that was like her way to not fight Queen Crystal.
Queen Crystal, you said?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. See, we need. Yeah, thank you. Let her know about this too.
I could tap you into.
Yeah. That's what this is about, bro. Because listen, our industry, as close and as tight knit as we are in Chicago with our industry, and as sensitive as we are about our shit and our art and our craft. Yo, I don't know it all, and that's what I want to know is to connect these dots. You know what I'm saying? To connect the dots so the world can know. Queen Crystal, y'all, Tish, Corvette, Angelique, favorite dance group. I think I know. I think I might know your answer to this, but I'm not sure.
And what's that?
Favorite dance group.
Ooh. Favorite. My favorite dance group?
Like you know how when we used to go to the shows, you get that feeling where it's like, okay, I'm going because I know that XYZ about to just, I can't wait to see 100 people on the floor that they about to bring, or their skits or their gimmicks, or who was that?
That's tough, bro.
Let me give you
I would say Queen, Third Dimension, and DMC. From what I saw, like no disrespect to like Final Phase, I didn't really like see them all the time and shit like that. They footworkers, I really wasn't around them too much. At the point where a lot of them was, you know what I'm saying? So I came to the guards to like fuck with like the lunatics and shit and footwork, and once I really started getting established. But I remember Bernard and them in the guards, and I was like, they were strong, like coming to their practice before Tish started letting me come to their practice. They was like strong. It was like 40, 50 of them. There was people on the wall that couldn't dance.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They had like the first unit was on the floor. They was the main performers.
Right.
The second unit was like training to get a spot. The third was like news.
Yo, that's
From what I seen, and then
you excited.
And Tish and them, I knew Tish from the hood. I ran into Tish trying a footwork battle when I was trying to get in Wolfpack at the time, and she was practicing up there at Euclid Park, Jovon and all them. So then I used to mess with Dre a lot, her brother.
Yeah.
From the hood, and then I'll probably say that's a 50-50 split for me. From what I seen from then, and then when I seen Third Dimension just also take off. So I'll probably say those.
Yo, that's a good answer. CMD was one of the last group that I left, but before then, when I was still with Triple Phase and South Suburbs and Clear Vision, Juke Squad, and doing all those groups and choreographing for those teams, I would go to the shows and I knew I had to be a part of CMD at some point of my dance career. I'm like, yo, to be honest with you, I was probably with everybody for a second. I was with Third Dimension Dynasty for the parade, Bud Billiken. Went over the final phase for a bit. That's a separate story. I almost got killed with that whole thing at Ada Park, my nigga. Dealing with some people, but yeah, anyway, I will have to say, and the other one that I will have to say on my iconic list of groups is House Arrest 2. I mean, between House Arrest 2, CMD, House Arrest 2 for the performance. And
I missed that. I missed that.
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yo, man, if we...
I missed that one. I would say, that's a...
It's tough because we can have top 3 or top 5. I mean, we can have top 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely House Arrest 2 because they kicked our ass on 106 in Park.
Yo, I mean the when you talk about Icon, I think the House Arrest 2 is definitely up there.
Yeah, Juan, Juan, I got a relationship with Juan. Me and Juan, like, cool as hell, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
And lastly, before you get up out of here, your ultimate favorite footworker. Don't have to be it could be a male or female, but who is your icon footworker that you like respect and look up to that can still teach you some things?
Probably. I would probably say 2 people. Eli, RP Eli.
RIP, yes. He icon.
RP Eli was one. He definitely, was he accepted that I didn't care with losing. He seen something. He seen something in me. He was like, damn, buddy, like, you don't even have a heart. And then I used to talk shit back to him. And he the icon. I was like, hey, motherfucking know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would say shit like that. But all the time, I was like, just trying to keep my name in these down for a little bit.
No, that's right. Relevancy.
So they be like shorty cocky or whatever, but at the same, I was practicing trying to back my shit up.
Right.
Fuck it. Now I'll probably say my other brother, you, that at one point he was just like everybody hated that nigga. It was like LeBron and that shit.
Who would that be?
You know what I'm saying? I would probably say, Ant Brown was Mike, and then probably as far as like Kobe, it was a debate between like, you feel me, Eli and Q.
Yo,
like those was like the number 2.
Yo, that
you know what I'm saying? Like Eli and Q, like the number 2 after Ant.
I was gonna say when you hear them names, that just gave me.
Like Eli and Q was like the number 2.
Yo, that just gave me chills, bro. That
was my main enemy. Like a lot of people battle Q, but people too much didn't battle Q with like one-on-ones. They battle with their dance groups.
Right.
Like it was battling. It wasn't like no one was like, let's go 3-4 rounds. But the only person I ever seen that was really Eli.
Right. Oh, Eli was like the Energizer Bunny when
they had a track this year, you know what I'm saying, Q Ball Up Eli, but they was still cool with each other.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
From what I was observing. So
yeah, man. Well,
I would probably say those two. When I came around, they was in their prime, and then those was like two of my, I would say, rivals. And then now to this day, me and Q like super close, like super close. I met him through footwork. After a while, before we even started clicking up doing the TS and the Red Legends and Wolfpack, it was more of a, after a while, you know, it was like, man, like I got y'all respect, bro.
Right.
Y'all nice. Like just how they like Kevin Durant and all of them look like it something more on camera.
Yeah, exactly.
And then behind those doors, they be drinking and hanging out with their families.
That's right. That's right.
So it pretty much, I'll probably say those two. I would say I took the pocket Eli, and then still being humble though. I tried to like do something different and still be humble. They didn't really like mess with no weak dudes. Me and Eli talked about this a lot before he died. Eli felt like I shouldn't even be talking to like no weak dudes up and coming. I shouldn't even socialize. So, but I don't remember what nobody trying to help me. You know what I'm saying? I was like trying something different and help anybody who had actually able to come and ask for
right.
My I put that like my main goal to help out people. That was just like after I went to jail about like years now.
So that was that's a good piece of advice that stuck with you. I mean, something that people watching and listening to this interview gonna be like, yo, that might change their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like when me really being like in a trench with some people, and I was talking to all them young kids, see how lost they was, and we was doing something in prison called book swap. Like a lot of people, I'll get books sent from my mom and my friends, and I'll let young guys like
right. Once you get done,
read this whatever, and I'll be like, just read this chapter.
Yeah.
And I'll give them a decent chapter. They'll try to read the one to read the book. You know what I'm saying? And then when they read the book, it was like, damn, bro. And got their man a little bit better. Like I still socialize with some of them guys right now, like that's gonna come home, and some that's free, but they doing well for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what it's about, man. You've understood that.
That's when we started coming with all them programs for them kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like it started from there because I had conversations with a lot of guys, and they was saying that they ain't had nobody trying to do nothing for them, like programs, like the YMCA. Man, ain't nobody play sports. I wanted to dance. There wasn't nothing out here for nobody.
No. And I was saying,
like,
now,
believe it or not, when I went to prison, everybody was asking, why am I here? Like, a lot of people knew me, and they're like, why you, bro? I used to watch you on YouTube and shit like that.
Right. And you just like, you think you had time to think to yourself, yo, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah, I was talking to a lot of guys, and then, a lot of guys was like, man, bro, I hope we get back to it. Like, when I come home, man, you think you give me a spot? Like, man, I want footwork, bro.
See, that's love, and that is what I want the world to know about this. And yo, that's coming from Aaron Neal, y'all, iconic Chicago legend, footworker, creative genius, entrepreneur, father, mentor, all that good stuff is here with us today. And we've had a nice chat about a few things, man. Like, thank you. You dropped a lot of knowledge on me, some things I didn't know. And also, I'm sure people listening and watching are going to take away some things as well. What's next for Aaron, A.G. Neal, and Terra Squad, and where can the people find you at?
A.G. I started one of the first premium footwork leagues now.
Yeah.
It was in talks a lot when I was gone, but man, it's called Terra the ultimate footwork experience. It's just all about footwork. They battle for belts, cash prizes, and they also get ranked for their season. It's a season.
Very dope.
So they battle. They pay a one-time fee or whatever it is, and we go about 6 different sessions. So one per month. That I'm practicing everything in our category. I put categories from beginner to expert. And then they battle people in their class.
Gotcha.
Pretty much to make it fair.
Yeah.
With about 3 to 5 judges, and it's different belts for each category. It's a women's section. That's the next one that I'm going to be pushing. And then I have a section called challenges. So I have something like they dance in the box, like they step on the line or something.
Something different to challenge.
They automatically eliminated.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll be going again live Saturday at 6:30 displaying it. So if you want to check in,
Most definitely will. I try to support as much as I can, man, and you definitely do some positive things for the community. So Terra Dome, y'all be on the lookout for Terra Dome. Terra Squad is back like never before. Just did a 20-year anniversary reunion anniversary picnic, right? Yeah.
We did a whole weekend. Like I wanted to just do it. We did like the dinner party and everything, and then we did the softball, and then the 90s 2000 party, and the actual
dope.
But I wanted to do it. You know, it was hard. It was real emotional. I didn't know, but it was like it was a lot of tears and sweat and finance. Like,
but it was worth it.
Over 20 years, like, a lot of people left. I ain't gonna say left me up, but put their priorities first, and I took the risk to get it to where it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
look at the payout.
It's fun, man, and a lot of people doing good that came from Terra Squad, in their own aspects, their own. So I'm kind of happy about that. So,
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that I can make it definitely to the next event or next one that y'all have. Definitely be in the building.
We haven't, I'm sending you the date. I'm in talks with it now, but I'm throwing something at the end of the year for all the overseas footworkers who want a name, Chicago or everywhere, called the Respect Tour.
That's sick.
The Respect Tour is pretty much, the Respect Tournament. It's for everybody comes to Chicago, actually in a footwork battle.
Man, that's sick. You know I'll be there for that. Please make sure you keep me tuned in on that.
I got you. It's definitely gonna be like early December, but I know for sure it's happening.
And the footwork. Before we go real quick, the footwork culture out here. Obviously, King Charles, and he's done his thing and been doing his thing. It's a couple people out here. I'm not sure, you may know a few more, but one thing I thought was cool that they do is it's this girl named white chick, female.
Talia?
It's Sugarman.
Yeah, Talia.
Yeah, she be in the Target footworking and shit in the parking lot with the people.
Yeah, Talia, her and Aunt, they brother in creation. You know, they was cool.
Yeah.
No, they came and flew in and did some work with us. That's in my chapter, that's Christian chapter actually.
Yeah.
In Vegas, we got a chapter too.
Didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, we got a chapter in Vegas about 7 people. Trick on that. But lucky, like one captain's out there. Lucky Rod and out here videos. I'll shoot you some links out.
Yeah, do that for sure.
We just Cali, we work with Ant on those.
Yeah.
A documentary come out next year. Terra Squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, my brother. Well, I appreciate you. And this episode has been amazing. It's been dope. And I can't wait to get there too, Shy. Make sure you keep me updated about them events. Yes, sir. And we'll chat soon. Stay up. I'll have you again for another episode.
No problem.
All right, Icon. Peace.